Okay, we'll get started. Hands in, we'll start with the three Omkara as usual. Hands in Chin Mudra. Sit straight with the back straight, and we'll take a deep breath. And as we exhale, we'll do the Omkara. So we'll get started with today's exercises. We'll start with Kapalbhati, but Kapalbhati in with Ida and Pingala. So we'll start with the right nostril, close the left nostril, and then we'll do the Kapalbhati only with the left nostril. So again, Kapalbhati is forceful inhale, and when you fast inhale rather, and then when you exhale, exhale with an energy that's driven out of your bottom of your abdomen. So the thrust should come from the bottom, and then the air should be pushed out of that. So this is called Surya and Loma. When you do breathing with one nostril, it's called Surya and Chandra. Basically, one fires you up, one cools you down. So it's called Surya and Chandra. But the nadi which gets triggered is Ida nadi and Pingala nadi. So we'll start with the right nostril. We'll do 20 strokes. We'll close the right nostril now and breathe through the left. We'll do again 20 strokes. We'll do with both the nostrils. Breathe in and Kapalbhati with both of them. We'll do one more round of Kapalbhati with both the nostrils, and then we'll go to Brahmari. So the last round. So next is Brahmari, but before we go to the Brahmari, we'll do some loosening exercises along with the breathing practices. So we'll start with the hand stretches. So we'll first keep the hand stretched and then do a couple of breathings, and then we'll go to the other hand. So keep the back straight, and then the arm is straight and twisted, and then do a 2 rounds of inhale and exhale, both nostril inhale exhale. We'll go to the other hand, include the thumb also. Next this one, again 2 times. We'll do the neck rotation again 2 times clockwise and 2 times anti-clockwise. With the breathing, inhale as you raise up, exhale as you bring it down. Get the maximum stretch. Change direction. Last round, get the max stretch. We'll next go for doing the Brahmari. So Brahmari is basically uh, it's a kind of sound that's produced by the butterflies. So we'll do the the same sound. So the way we do it is using the thumb, you plug your ears, and the two index finger, you close your eyes, and the ring finger, close the nose. But before you do all of this, take a deep breath in, and finally close the mouth, and then chant. If you close your mouth and chant, it becomes a ma, and then slowly exhale. Because your nose and mouth are not completely blocked, the air can still go out with the small amount of gap that is created. So keep chanting it becomes a ma, and with the eyes and ears completely locked, you get that meditational effect. So let's do it for 2 times, and then we'll continue with the other asanas. I'll take the headphone off. So we'll do a regular Anulom Vilom Pranayam with the hands. Let's try to keep it in the chin mudra itself. Again, hand the wrist.
Prabhatji, we can't hear you.
Oh, okay. One second. Usually after the Brahmari, the headphones create a problem. Yeah, is it audible now?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's going a little off and on 2, 3 times.
it is better, right? Now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's headphones. They were disconnected. Now they're connected back. Okay. So we'll start with the Anulom Vilom. Um, Hands in the chin mudra. Wrist out of the knees. Don't let it go down. Keep it straight. Make a conscious effort to keep it straight. And then this is the pranayama mudra. So we'll do total of 5 inhale and exhale cycles. Slow inhale, trace your breath. So this is more of a meditational practice. Okay. So today it's all the exercises in the sleeping pose. So we'll start with the basic sleeping twist. There is a Shavauddara Krishna, and then we'll go to the sleeping basically the Padahastasana, the Pada Sanchalanasana and series. So Pada Sanchalanasana, Pada Chakrasana. But starting we'll do the Shavauddara Krishna. Lay down on the ground. We'll do the first variation of Shavauddara Krishna now. Put your hands, put your legs on the knees, and then twist to the side and push your knees on the ground. But the hand goes all the way other side. Focus on the knees, but look on the other side. This gives you extremely good stretch on your waist. Hands are pushing down so that the knees go all the way to the ground, but the upper body is twisted on the other side. Stay in the pose and get the stretch, feel the stretch. Slowly come back. Change the feet. And then twist. Every time you breathe out, try and get a stretch. We'll go to the Pada Sanchalanasana or Pada Chakrasana series. So the first one, raise your leg at about 30 degrees approximately and make circles with your feet at the ankle. Slow circles, big circles, change direction. Now at 60 degrees, keep them straight, pull them in, get the stretch on the hamstrings, opposite. Slowly bring them back. Do it with the other leg, 30 degree, big circles, opposite direction. /60, get the stretch. And then straight. Now raise your feet up and then keep it in a cycling pose and then do the cycling. Forward cycling, long cycles, long pedalings. Hands are not at pressure. It's a great abdominal core exercise. Get the full stretch. Go slow, don't be very fast. Reverse. Now raise your leg up at 90 degree. Stay there and get the stretch. And then cycle upward. 1, reverse, slow cycling. Spread your legs a bit. And to start with your right leg.
Prabhatji, one question.
Yeah, sure.
For the 90-degree cycling, I cannot keep my leg straight. Will it be okay if I put a block underneath my back?
Yes. Please use the blocks if you need to, because the blocks and the ropes all are tools that we use for yoga. Even the yoga mat is a tool. And if you need, you might also want to consider using this a string or a towel.
Right, right. I do
This
have
is
a
the
yoga
simple.
belt as well. I am just
Perfect.
asking, like I
No,
have
no,
never done cycling with it. So I thought, let me
no,
ask.
no. If you can do cycling with it, so that it gives you that support that you need. So end
Okay,
of the day, what we want is we want the abdomen to be worked out. So I think
okay,
yes, you can use the block if you have it. If you
sure.
don't have
Thank
a
you.
block, then maybe you can use a box or some kind of a support.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks. So I think I missed it. Okay, so we'll spread the legs and we'll do the. We did the Pada Sanchalanasana. Now we'll do the Pada Chakrasana. So Chakrasana again in the entire series. Stretch the feet and make uh, big circles with the knees bent. So only at the knees circles. One, big circles, opposite, go to the other leg, opposite. The next asana is spread the legs further. Let's start with the right feet. Right hand goes out so that you get enough space for the movement and make big circles with your entire leg. Try and keep the leg straight. Don't bend your legs. Big circles. Bigger circles. Change the direction. Move the other hand out and make bigger circles with the left leg. Change direction. We'll now continue into the sleeping poses itself. We'll go to the next pose called as Supta Baddha Konasana. So it's basically the Baddha Konasana in the sleeping pose. So raise your legs and get your feet together. This is a typical Baddha Konasana. And get your legs as much inside as possible. Pull them in. Again, don't you know stress your body and pull your legs as close to your body as possible. Get the stretch. Try to keep it pulled. And now try to put your touch your toes to the forehead. This gives you a very good stretch to the back. We'll do it one more time. Feet together. Get the stretch. Slowly raise your head and touch the toes to the nose. We'll do the second type of Shava Udara Karshana now. Again, it's a stretching exercise. So let's start with the right leg. Raise your right leg, keep it straight, and hold your right leg to the left hand. Put it on the ground and twist on the other side. Pull the right leg up and twist your body on the other side. Get the other leg up and twist.
Prabhat, just one question, please.
Yes.
In this, while doing all this stretching exercises, do we have to keep doing the normal breathing, or sometimes it automatically we hold the breath?
Yeah, when doing the, especially the base thumb rule of asana is, there are two parts in the asana. One is three parts rather. One is when you go into the asana, whatever with asana, you're stretching or even any of the asanas. One is how do you go into the asana, how do you stay in the asana, and how you come back. How you go into the asana, if it's it can be through breathe in, you go into the asana, or some exercises you go with breathing out. But when you're in the asana, the typical way is very shallow breathing, small, and unconsciously you do a small shallow breathing. So that's the breathing that's recommended. Not deep breathing unless the asana wants it. But in most of the stretches asanas, it's a shallow breathing.
But holding breath, is it bad? Like
I mean, holding breath for a long time is not recommended unless that asana. Like, for example, if you're doing a Sashtanga Namaskar, then holding breath is okay. But for stretching asana, I think holding breath is not recommended because your body is stretching. So it needs, there's nothing much that breath is going to intervene in, the asana. So regular breathing is regular slow breathing.
Dhanyavad.
Okay, perfect. So we'll continue with, we did the lateral stretches. So we'll do the Ekapada Garbhapindasana. So with the legs, we'll keep the legs in the crisscross position. So we'll do both the legs. We'll start with the right leg. Raise your right leg and then hold it from the bottom. And in this, try and get the stretch. Keep the back straight and get the stretch. And then do the pranam. And then stay there for a couple of minutes. Try and get the legs up, back straight. When you're doing any of these asanas, make sure your face is not stressed. You don't feel that stress. So I've seen a lot of people who are, there's a lot of stress on their face. That defeats the asana. So keep it relaxed. It is difficult to go into the asana, any asana, but once you go there, try and relax yourself. Slowly bring it back. We'll do the other leg. As I said, we'll raise it with the exhale. First inhale, and then as you exhale, raise your legs. And when you're in that position, shallow breathing. Exhale and pull it in. Get the stretch, pull it in, back is straight, normal breathing. Bring it back. We'll now continue with a couple of Vajrasana variations. Variations in the forward bending, backward bending in Vajrasana, and then if time permit, we'll do a couple of basic variations in Padmasana also. So let's start with Vajrasana. So this is a typical Vajrasana where we join the toes and sit in between the heels. So the first variation is touching the forehead to the ground. The hands go forward. Exhale and go down. Try avoid, raising your hips. Keep the hips down. Next, we'll do the Ananda Madhyasana, going back straight. Hold your hands to the heels and then touch your forehead to the knee. Exhale. The last one is putting the crown of your head, this part, on the ground and try to pull it so that you get a stretch in your neck. This is one of the great neck and back asanas, especially if you have a back pain and a neck pain because of the incorrect posture or not getting regular exercise during the day. A couple of times in a week, if we do this, your neck can get the lower back gets stretched. So try and get the most amount of stretch. Raise your back up, hip up, and then try to get the maximum stretch. Put your crown of the head on the ground, hands down. Get the stretch. Bring it back. This gives you enough supply of oxygen to the brain. So all the headaches, basic aches get solved with this. So we'll do it one more time. This time you try and get the maximum stretch. Come back up. These are the few asanas in the forward bending part of Vajrasana. Now we'll go to the back bending. Again, sitting in the Vajrasana itself. This is called Supta Vajrasana. So while being in the Vajrasana, we'll go back, sleep, and then do the pranam. So again, there are a couple of variations in that. So, but try the ideal way is to keep the knees together. But if you're doing it for the first time, you might not be able to keep the knees together. So it's okay to spread the knees out, but try and get the most stretch. If you're not able to sleep, then you can sit in the Sukhasana and sleep also. So this is the first pose. If you can go to this and stabilize yourself, well and good. And but if you can go all the way down, this is the most ideal way. Hence, in the Namaskar Sthiti, and then fold them behind. Now put your crown of the head on the ground and try to hold the knees. Pull the stretch, pull your stomach up, get the stretch, pull it further up. Slowly relax. We'll do, I think we're running, we have another 4 or 5 minutes. So we'll do a couple of variations in, in this Vajrasana itself, and then we'll do one variation in Padmasana. So again, let's go back to Vajrasana. So the next variation is again stretching. It's called Vajra Bhuna Manama. We do Bhuna Manama in this. So stretch down, get the most stretch. On the other side, we'll do the basic Padmasana stretch, and then we'll go to the Shavasana. So going into the Vajrasana, we'll do what is called as Padma Shavasana, and then from there we'll continue into the Shavasana. So if you want, you can continue in the Padma Shavasana itself, or you can stretch your legs and do the regular Shavasana. So sitting in Padmasana, try and go down. This is an excellent stretch. You will not be able to keep your entire back on the ground because that's how the spine cord is made. It's not a straight, so it's twisted. Try and get the stretch. The aim for the day is, there are many asanas in this. We are not trying to go there. But what we'll do today is stay in this and try and get the stretch. Make yourself comfortable. It's a great hip opener and back exercise. Slowly raise your hips up, down, up, down. We'll do it for 5 times. We're not done twice. Keep it slow so you get the essence. 4, very slow. Last time. continue in Shavasana, either in Padmasana or slowly stretch your legs out. You'll start hearing a lot of sounds which are usually not heard. Normal breathing, slow breathing, focus on the breath. Slowly bring your consciousness back. Wiggle your fingers, toes. Move your neck. Slowly, supported, try to sit up, turn to your side. Eyes closed. We'll do the Sarve Bhavansa Sukhina. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a good day.
Thank you, Prabhat ji. It was very educative.
Oh,
And
thank you.
this crown touching, is it
Oh,
okay for people with migraine?
I will have to check, but what I've realized is crown touching gives you a lot of blood supply, but migraine I'll have to check. Yeah, that's
Okay.
something that I'll have to check.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I will check and I'll update maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, Prabhat ji.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.